Today I want to show you how to select your font. So what you have to do is, so you click on T and you have such an options. Then you click on the working area and you start typing. After that, you can also click on the text. You click on the text, you have to highlight it, so you can press on Control A, or we highlight it. Then you go to, you can see we have the menu bar there. We have file, edit, image. Under the image we have some arrow there. That arrow is the font selection or the font type. So you click on the arrow and then you come to any of the fonts here. The fonts are plenty for you. These are already installed fonts for you in the Windows or in the operating system. So what you have to do is that you have to select any of them, your preference, you select it. But because of our work, I want us to select area. So I have to go through, I have to comb through the font and select area. So I have my area here. I select area. Then after the font type, I go to the font style. Now we have regular. Under the select, we have the regular. So I click on the arrow there. We have italic, we have bold, italic, then we have black. I want to choose black. Yes, so I can also press on the T and still go to the font size. So what I have to do is that after, you can highlight it and then go to the font size. So I click on it, any font size that I want. I can choose to input it. I can just type, or I can just select maybe 60. Then I bring it to the middle. I can also highlight this point, change it to any other preference by pressing on the keyboard. For example, if I need 100, I have to press on 100. Then the value will be changed. Then that will be all. After selecting your text, I want to also show you how to duplicate your text, your layers, every picture, being it a picture or whatever. How to duplicate it? You just click on the move tool, press on Control J. You press on Control J. Then you see at this side, at the right hand side where the layers are, you see that the Sharita Graphics has been duplicated. So we can now, even with the arrow keys, we can just move one on top. We can also still hold it and place it somewhere. Now I want to show you something so that we can compare the two. Okay, I come back to the first one. Now I can go to FX. I go to bevel and embossment. You just click on it. Now with the bevel and embossment, you see, after clicking on the bevel and embossment, you see some differences between the first one and the second one. Okay, let's say this one is the first one, this is the second one. You see that the edges of the second one is very nice. Now you can still manipulate it by changing the depth. Here, you can see that it's changing. You can, then the depth should be in your preference, but it should not be too much. Then the size is also here. The size should also not be too much. Else spoil your design. Then you have the softness. You can also, so as you do it, you watch. You can also check them. We also have contours here. So the contours, you can just click on them and know how they will affect your text. So we just select the first one and then we press on OK. So you can see that there is a difference between the first one and the second one. The one with the bevel and embossment is what I want to use. So I can just delete this one. I click on it and then I hit delete. To go away. So that is all about the font selection and then bevel and embossment.